Alright, we're back with yet again another McFarland DC Multiverse review. And today we're going to be looking at every single Suicide Squad figure, which there's only 4 of them. But pretty much we're going to be looking at all of them. We're going to be looking at Polka Dot Man, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and Harley Quinn, and all together we're going to be looking at the giant King Shark figure as well. If you already saw, I did pre-open these figures, but I have all the pieces, I have all the characters, so let's just get right into it, and let's start off with Harley Quinn, since she's right here. So Harley Quinn is actually really cool looking. I really did like her in the film. I just absolutely love it. I do wish she had her other outfit besides the dress. The dress was cool. I just kind of prefer like the other outfit. But I really do like the way it is. There are some color problems with it. But other than that, there's really not much. But we'll get into that a little bit later. The first thing I want to kind of talk about is the set. It's got everybody. It's got Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, Peacekeeper, King Shark, and Harley Quinn, all of them. But the character that it's really missing is Ratcatcher, which kind of sucks because like King Shark and Ratcatcher had like a little friendship going and it was like adorable. So it's like I can't recreate that. But I mean, it's fine. Hopefully they make like a series 2 with like Rick Flag and with Ratcatcher and Rick Flag. I think that would be really cool, and that would definitely be nice if they gave us Ratcatcher at least, and Rick Flag too. That would be actually really cool. But other than that, that's pretty much the only flaw I really have with the set. Other than that, I do love all these characters. So pretty much we're gonna be looking at it at the front, so it pretty much is standard, but you do have a extra part right here that tells you that you make King Shark. You got Harley Quinn right there. You got Harley, very nice picture of Harley Quinn right here, and she does come with the pants of King Shark. And you also see the other figures that we have right there. Big ol' Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn logo there. And that's pretty much gonna do it. So let's yeet this girl out. And fuck me. Okay, I didn't mean like her to fuck me. I meant like the light fell and fuck. Anyways, she comes with a her own card and a stand right there, but I have so many stands already, so I don't really need to take this out, but maybe in the future, I guess. Well, we'll set that down right there. And let's rip these guys out of the packaging with King Shark first and yeeting her out second, like so, and her little spear. Awesome. So, all in all, first impressions are absolutely positive. She does look super nice at first glance. As I was mentioning the color differences, if you can kind of see between this shot and Harley Quinn, she does have some color differences. She's pretty much supposed to have like white skin along with kind of white hair from what I'm looking at. But I guess this is fine. You can pretty much touch it up yourself. It's kind of weird that they went for this choice, but I guess it's fine. But other than that, I really do like the way she looks. The face really does look like her a lot from one, like it really does. There are really no problems with it. Maybe a touch up here and there, but that's pretty much with every figure. But so far, it's pretty spot on. The eyes are not all wonky, but it does look super nice. And she does have a very nice little heart tattoo. The pigtails are actually really cool. I love the red and the black on either side. And the hair sculpt is absolutely amazing. And we're moving down to her torso. We have a tattoo on the back, which is property, and you can't even read the bottom. I don't know what the bottom really says. I'm going to see if I can find an image like right here, but if I can't, then I'm not sure. But I think it's supposed to say property of no clown or something. I really don't know, but it pretty much just says property no on. That's okay. Sure, but whatever. I do like the little jester skull right there. She also does have some very nice arm tattooing right there as well. And she does have very nice looking dress, super nicely detailed by the way. And she does have a little tattoo right on her um, right. Is that right? That's her left, my right. Yeah, but that's on her right chest, and it does say "Daddy's Little Monster," I think. Um, but other than that, very nice looking sculpt, super nice. As we move down to the legs, the dress does have a very nice little flowy part right there, with it kind of cut off right there. But it does look very nicely sculpted. Absolutely love that. She does have some tattooing on her legs, which if you could see that, are kind of hard to. Oh, this one's upside down. But she pretty much does have pudding, P plus H, and cups. Pudding cups. I'm pretty sure she likes pudding cups. Is that why she has P plus H? And for the last part, she does have these very nice boots, which are very sculpted nicely. A little lacking in paint, but other than that, it is pretty nice. All in all, this is a very nice figure to look at. She definitely could use maybe a little bit of dry brushing of maybe some dirt or something, but since this is kind of like her final battle look. But other than that, I think it's a very nice looking sculpt, super nice looking, and I just really like it. Now, she does have a weapon right here, which I don't remember whose it. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't. So she does have a spear right here, which does look very nice if you kind of just take that off, which is pretty no problem since she really does have a poor grip on it. But it is very nicely detailed. Super nice. She does have the handle right there. This has a lot of little prints. And if you try to stick that in her hand, it really doesn't have the best, kind of grip. I mean, it stays on, but it just doesn't feel, yeah, it pretty much pops off easily. Um, but other than that, it's not too bad. You can kind of get her into some neat poses like this. And speaking of poses, she does have some movability at the head that can go up, down, side to side. She has some arm movements, some right on this arm and on this section, which is a little bit tighter. Oh yeah, nice. And then she has a double bend at the elbow, which is also very nice. She does have a arm movement here and some up and down at the wrist. And it does look kind of weird with it looking like that, but honestly, it's not as noticeable unless you notice it. She has no waist movement whatsoever, um, mainly because the dress is all one piece, and it's pretty much blocking her from like any movement at all, which also limits her spread right there, which she does get a pretty nice stance, but it's not too great. The kick on this foot is not too bad, but this one is just a slight better. Back is also the same, pretty much with both legs. And she does have a double bend at the knee, which doesn't go out that far. She does have some up and down at the foot, no pivot like usual with these figures, and a toe bend. So all in all, Poseability is kind of not bad. In my opinion, she has the worst Poseability out of all of them, which kind of sucks since she is a very, like, I don't know, flexible kind of character that could do amazing, like, stunts and stuff. Um, but yeah, she doesn't really have the best Poseability at all. But you can try to get her into some unique ones. She kind of does, like, have an ab crunch, but again, very limited. You just really have to work with it to get it, but that's pretty much as far as I was able to get it. Um, but yeah, she's not really too great, but it it's it's not too bad. But the figure does look great herself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's move on to the next character, and that is Polka Dot Man. So Polka Dot Man does have some stuff as well. He has a lot more accessories than she did, but pretty much standard stuff. He does have a very nice portrait of him, and he comes with the head and the stomach of King Shark, and he also has the three characters right there. his name right there, so let us yeet him out and not knock over a lamp. Slide that out, plop that down, and yeet all of his character's accessories and him as well. Nice. Well, the character Polka Dot Man does look super nice, and we're going to take a look like we did with Harley Quinn. He does have an amazing head sculpt. Very, very nice. Definitely shows the likeness to the actor and the way he looks in the movie. Really, really do like that a lot. The sculpting on the head and pretty much torso, all of it is super, super simple on him, so we're going to get through this fast. But he definitely has a lot of details on him, which is super, super nice. He definitely does not have a lot to really go on. Maybe some stuff here and there, but honestly, he's a pretty good figure that he doesn't need a lot of paint to, which is very, very nice. I always love it when you don't really need to do that. He does have some very nice belt detail as well. He does have a lot of little polka dots, which is pretty cool. And he does have some very nice boots, which are a little lacking in paint, but other than that, the rest of the figure is super nice. He does come with accessories. He does have these very nice little pair of goggles, which are transparent, and you can just slide those onto his head and just get them nice and snug. And there you go. He's got some really cool goggles. I actually really like that look. He also does come with another one of these gauntlets, which if we look down real quick, you can see that this one's a little more open than this one, which is pretty much a replacement for that one, because this one is supposed to be firing off his polka dots, which are very nice looking. Got a bunch of little polka dots there, and pretty much you just gotta snap it. Hold on. You gotta snap it. Yes. Snap it on. There you go. And now it looks like he's firing polka dots from his little gauntlets, which does look super cool. And getting the gauntlets off is super easy. You just pretty much just take his hand off, slide the gauntlet piece out like so, and slide this piece in. And then plug his hand back in, and there you go. You're pretty much done with that, and you can get him into some normal poses, like he's almost ready to shoot you or something. And speaking of poses, he does have some movement at the head, some up and down, which is always very nice. Again, with the standard swivels here and the swivels here. He does have a double bend at the elbow, and he does have some rotation here and some up and down at the arms, or at the hands. He does have a waist movement, and he does have a crunch. Even though he does have this whole rubber piece right here, it does not really restrict him from doing an ab crunch or a forward back like this, like Harley Quinn did. But he does have some side to side as well, and he also has some nice spread, which gives him just a decent amount of kind of range of his stance. He does have a double bend at the knee, which is very nice. And he also does have some up and down and a toe pivot like every other figure does, and some toe side to side, which is pretty much what she has too, but it's not exactly a pivot, it's just more of a I broke my foot. But other than that, it's pretty good. And with all his poses, you can get him in some pretty cool stance. I actually really love doing them in this one. Super, super cool. The next character in our second to last place is Bloodsport, which you can kind of see that he definitely is the one that looks more open. But I do have his this part as well, which came with him. I just didn't want to really split it in half and risk breaking it, because I was trying to do it, but it was kind of hard. But anyways, pretty much standard stuff. He does have his logo right there, and also a very nice picture of him right here. So he also comes with that, which I showed you, and we're so close of finally building him. So let's take off packaging, reveal the man inside. There you go. Nice. Let's take a closer look at him. Bloodsport is such a good character in the film, and I absolutely love this figure. There are a couple problems with him, but it's mainly kind of more how he looks issues. So let's start off with the head, and I absolutely love the way his head looks. Super, super nice. I absolutely love it. So reminds me of like the Xenomorph from Alien. Really, really do like the way it looks, and I think that's kind of what this was based on. I'm not sure. But yeah, but it definitely does look like him. Such a very nice looking head sculpt. If we move down to the chest piece, which has a lot of small little details, super, super nice. Absolutely love the sculpt. Usually McFarland knocks it out of the park with all their sculpting work. Such a great looking figure. Move down to the legs, and he does have quite a bit there with some buckles, some little pockets here. Super nice. I actually really like this. I don't know why, I just like the way that looks. He does have some very nice looking legs, if you can see that, and he has some pretty good boots as well. So the problem with it is the color. The colors, in my opinion, are way too bright. It's like just a blue and an orange, which is way too bright for him. And if you kind of look, he definitely is darker, very darker tone, and not an orange and a blue, but more of a darker of those colors, which is not too bad. I mean, really, it doesn't matter. But I would just love to have like a more withered version. I think that would be really nice. But a simple paint job for him would fix that right up. And another problem that I do have with this figure is the weapons. He does come with two little swords right here, which honestly, I'm not even sure were in the movie or not. I really don't know, but I'll try to find a picture of it if it was or not, or if I can't find one. But if he was using these in the movie, let me know. But honestly, I don't remember. But I just remember that awesome freaking Build-A-Bear workshop gun where you could put it together and shit. That was a fucking awesome gun. I absolutely loved it. And the fact that we don't get it with this set is kind of sucky. And I'm pretty upset about that, honestly. Like, just give us some guns. Like, that would be so cool, and it would fit this character super nicely. Especially with all these little details on him. It looks so good. And he just kind of looks unfinished without his guns. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good figure. Not too much else to talk about. We talked about all his detailing and crap, but he does have some pretty nice range of posability. So, he does have movement at the head, up and down, some movement at the shoulder as usual, movement right here at this joint, double bend at the elbow, some up and down at the wrists, and some wrist rotation as well. He does have a waist swivel, not too much of an ab crunch, but he does go forward that much as well. He does have a very nice spread. He does have double bend at the knee. Very nice. Absolutely love it. He does have some swivel at the foot, and some toe bends there, and some up and down, pretty much like all the other characters. So posability is not too bad. But honestly, getting him in some poses with swords is kind of hard to do. I just wish he had his guns. And he does look like he has trigger fingers for guns. If you kind of look, it looks like he's like ready to hold a gun. That's pretty much the standard look on what trigger fingers look like. But it came with swords, so I mean, what can you do? But still a very nice figure. And last but not least, we have the next figure. And last figure. We have John Cena himself, the one you cannot see. He absolutely looks amazing. I cannot wait to get him out of the box. So pretty much standard stuff. He's got the Peacemaker logo right there. Super nice picture of him right here. Super nice. He also does come with the arms. So getting the figure out is gonna be nice. Cannot wait. Let's just pop off King Shark's arms. Set them aside for right now. Pop out the figure. Yeah, I'm hilarious. Anyways, here he is. And here he is in the flesh. Absolutely love this figure. He's probably one of my favorite characters from the movie. I don't know why. I just really liked him in the movie. I even got the shirt when I went to go see it in theaters. Super, super nice looking figure. So we're going to start off with that toilet bowl of a head of his. We're just going to get a nice little close up. And honestly, it's not too bad. Really do like it. I was kind of worried about him more than anybody else when I got him in the mail. Because I was kind of worried that he would have like a weird face or like goofy eyes, but it's not too bad. And honestly, it does look like him. Not 100%, but it does look like him. I absolutely do love the helmet as well. Super nice looking on either side. He also does have a very nice looking chest plate. Super simple, but I really, really do like it. With the symbol as well, the nice little muscle sculpts and the what is it? The wrinkles on the shirt definitely look nice. Love just all the little details as well. He does have some very nice gloves. Super simple, but very nice. His pants, very simple again. Very nice looking. Super, super nice. And he does have some black boots, which do look pretty good. Now, he is lacking a little bit of paint, but honestly not as much. And I would say give him some weathering on everything else, but honestly that's pretty accurate to the movie. He is very bright in the movie, so I think this figure is pretty fine. Just maybe a little spot here and here, maybe even some dark red to kind of highlight some of those parts, but other than that, very, very good. He also does come with a sword, which makes absolutely no fucking sense, because I don't remember him using a sword at all. I remember him using an axe, which is in like the helmetless version, which is okay, I guess. But where the fuck is the pistol? That's like the coolest part about him busting into a room with his little pistol. It was a pretty long pistol. Wait, what? But where is that thing? That would have been so cool, and having them two, like, with their guns together, like, fighting off characters, that would have been so cool. I don't know why they didn't do that. It kind of sucks, but, I mean, it is what it is. It'd be kind of cool if they, like, I don't know. I really don't know. But anyways, they're both really good. Really, really do like them. And the sword is not too bad, but it's like, what the fuck? I don't get why they're giving him a sword. They could have given him his pistol. Like, come on. That would have been so cool to have his pistol, but honestly, it is what it is. I'm upset, but, I mean, it's a little small thing, I guess, but whatever. So, I still really do like this figure, even without his gun. But I would really like the gun. But honestly, let's take a look at the posability. So pretty much from side to side, up and down, which is pretty good. He's got probably the nicest range of head movement out of all three of these figures. He does have some rotation there, some rotation here, double bend at the elbow, which does look kind of awkward because he looks like he dislocated his joint, because there's all these ugly little gaps right here. But honestly, if you give that a pass, then it's fine, but that's pretty ugly. He does have a waist with the ab crunch right there, which is not too bad. He also has one that goes up like this, some waist movement from here to here. Well, not here to here, it goes all the way around, but he does have a nice spread as well. He does have the standard double bend at the knee. Sorry about that. And he does have the standard up and down at the foot and the toe pivot and some swivel right there. So, posability is actually not bad. And for posability, it's not too bad, but I mean, if he had his gun, it'd probably be better. I'm still going to be salty about that, but honestly, with the sword, it does look pretty cool. We're now going to set him aside, and we're going to move on to the big figure, which pretty much putting them together is pretty easy. You get the stomach part, and you just snap that boy back into there. You take the two parts, connect them together, plop them down right here. You also get the arms, which are pretty easy, left to right. You snap them into their proper holes, which is very nice. You also do the same on the other side as well. Snap that in, and for the head, you just easily snap. I'm trying. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. And you get this behemoth. And here is, in my opinion, the best character in the movie. Absolutely love it. He is so huge. I really, really like it. Which sucks that we don't have a rat catcher to go with him, to have his little buddy with him. It just kind of sucks, but honestly, I absolutely love this figure. It's so big. Absolutely freaking love it. He's got so much detailing on him. Super nice. You get scratch marks here. You get like a nice looking dorsal fin. You got his gills right here. Super nice. Very nice little hands look super nice as well. Super nice detailing on the pants. And the face is absolutely amazing. And what I love about the face is that you can pretty much get so much interaction with it if you pretty much just like, I don't know, have them like in a happier, more of a little happier state. You can have them with less teeth. You can have them with just his gums out, little teeth, kind of a more happier look, a little more happier. And then more of a killing spree, which looks so cool. I absolutely love that the top teeth pop out. Super, super nice. So, let's get on to the posability. Posability on him is not too bad. He's got some up and down at the head, which does kind of suck because you do get some paint chipping here and along the side of the head, which kind of sucks, but honestly, if you can live with it, it's definitely worth it. He has a very nice looking down. He has some side to side, which is not too bad. He does have some waist movement here. He also has some right here. And his arms pretty much go 360, moves out. He can move his arm around like this. He can have a bend at the knee. His whole hand can move. And he does have a bend at the wrist, which is very, very nice. Let's try to pop that back in place. He does have some very tight joints, but they're not that tight where they're like scary to pose. They're just pretty tight. He does have a little bit of posability at the legs, but the pants are always getting in the way of posability. So you can pretty much get him into this much of a spread, which is not too bad, but also not great. Also, no bend at the knees either, but he does have some up and down at the feet, and a toe pivot as well. No side to side like everybody else, but that's not too bad really. But he definitely is super, super cool looking. And one last thing, I was wrong. He does have some posability at the foot, which is super nice, but he also has some right here somewhere that makes his foot go like that as well. So that's pretty cool. And playing around with his posability is super cool. He's very simple, but honestly, you can get so much emotion out of him. He's got like a little sad face, a nice little friendly face, and of course, you can get him into a very nice aggressive looking face, which looks so cool, and he looks super nice next to everybody else. I absolutely love all these figures. Super, super nice looking. Some of them lack posability, some of them lack detailing, but honestly, they all look super cool together. Super, super nice. Absolutely love all of them. And I just can't wait to watch it on DVD and see where they take off with the Suicide Squad next. But honestly, these guys are absolutely awesome. Hopefully they do make like a series 2 with like Rick Flag and Ratcatcher, like I said, because I would love to see Ratcatcher with King Shark. But other than that, I think that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around till the very end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.